Alright, so what's good with it, Black Goose TV family? I'm here coming at you with some more boxing news. Y'all know it's been pretty slow when it comes to the boxing community this past week. Lately, in general, not really much to talk about. So, I haven't been super consistent with the whole updates. I already, talked about that. I believe it was on last time I dropped videos. I think it's a couple of days ago. But I wanted to talk about this. I thought this was interesting. World Boxing Super Series, they're eyeing a tournament for the heavyweights next year. Now, the reason why to me this is exciting is because you can have a lot of potential up-and-comers, soon-to-be stars in the heavyweight division enter into this tournament, right? Obviously, from what it's saying, from what I'm seeing, this is coming from BoxingScene.com. You're not going to see Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz. Obviously, that doesn't make any sense. All of them, for the most part, are basically champions, other than Anthony Joshua. But Anthony Joshua, his name and brand is so big, it wouldn't make any sense for him to do something like that unless he takes a bad L from Andy Ruiz in his rematch. But even then, I don't see him entering into that. So we can be pretty positive that he's not going to be in that tournament. But there's other names that we can look forward to. Obviously, you got the Derek Chisora versus Joseph Parker winner. Maybe thinking about going into that. Say Joseph Parker beats Chisora, possibly Parker can end up going into that tournament. You can also see guys like Joyce, possibly Daniel Dubois. I'm sorry. Also, maybe even, Big Baby Miller, possibly. He's coming off this suspension to build his name up. Hop in that. That wouldn't be a bad thing. Or maybe even guys like Brian Jennings, Adam Kanawaki. Who else is out there, man? Maybe even Alexander Usyk. Who knows, man? Kubrat Pulev. I doubt Kubrat Pulev because he's a mandatory. Usyk is supposedly a mandatory too, so I doubt that. They're even saying here maybe even Dillian Whyte. So there's a lot of names in the heavyweight division that could fill up this tournament and make it very, very entertaining. Are they going to do it? That's the question. Who they'll get, that's the question, because I feel like it all depends on risk and reward. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the risk is going to be high because, you don't get to pick who you fight, and it's a tournament, so the best is going to fight the best. The reward, obviously, is going to be able to say, I'm the best of the best, whoever's in the tournament. So that's why it's very important on who they end up getting there in the heavyweight division and the caliber of talent, because in my opinion, if they don't get a high caliber of talent, or even if they don't get a lot of the young guns that, have a very bright future, or the future of the heavyweight division is going to be hard to basically legitimize this tournament, or at least say this is what we're trying to. This is a legit heavyweight tournament. This is the best of the best, because it can't be if Wilder, Fury, Joshua, Ruiz, so on and so forth isn't in it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do what you can to get some of the top names. But you guys saw recently, obviously, the Derek Chisora versus Joseph Parker card that ended up being a part of the Regis Prograis versus Josh Taylor card, and that was. And how they ended up doing that was World Boxing Super Series. They ended up co-promoting with Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, and DAZN. I personally think the reason behind that was because they were having money issues with Regis Prograis. They didn't have the money. Not only did they not pay him on the time that he was supposed to get paid, not only did they not pay him the amount of money they should have paid him, but I also think when they were trying to settle the lawsuit, they didn't have enough money to not only settle the lawsuit, pay him the money he's worth, and have him still fight. And that's where Eddie Hearn came in, and that's why you saw a Joseph Parker versus Derek Chisora main event get dropped to a co-main event. I'm going to do a video on that also today. So, that's just my opinion. But it would be interesting to see if Eddie Hearn somehow has his hand involved in this tournament, because if he does, you might see some pretty big names in it, because that means there's going to be a lot of cash, and there's a big possibility they might, co-promote with Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, DAZN, and be able to not only have it on World Boxing Super Series, but also on DAZN, which would be a big thing. Not only for just World Boxing Super Series, not only for DAZN, not only for Eddie Hearn, but the fans, because if you can get some good talent in there, that's going to be very interesting. I'm like, look what's happening with Regis Prograis versus Josh Taylor. You know, I'm excited for that. I mean, I'm even excited for the cruiserweight finale. You know what I'm saying? Who is it? Oh, it's Dorticos versus Maurice Breedis. So I'm excited for that one. So is that on the same card? Nah, it's not on the same card. But yeah. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think about that. A World Boxing Super Series heavyweight tournament. They're looking for it to happen next year. Y'all excited for that? Who are the people you would want to see in that tournament? Let me know below. Comment below. Mr. Positivity, stay up, yo.